Welcome to Jersey Line. Pat O'Melia here, your pigskin prognosticator. Did it right last week. Went 8-7. I lost Thursday's game, and I lost the early game. Then I went like 5-2 in the 1 o'clock games, and I did great in the 4 o'clock games. Then I lost Sunday and Monday. That's why I wound up 8-7. But we're on the winning side. And that's all that matters. And hopefully we continue our winning ways. I think we're about 8 games over 500 for the year, so that's not too bad. We keep building it up. All right, let's get it going. Remember, bet with your head. You know, FanDuel, you can bet like $5. You don't have to go crazy here just to enjoy the game, have a little skin in it. Don't bet the rent. Thursday, we got 8 o'clock game. You got the World Series. You got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Houston Astros. Thursday night's game, Philadelphia Eagles versus the Houston Texans. And I think the Eagles are going to win this, and I think they're going to win it big, and it's a big spot too. 13.5 points, but kind of a middle-of-the-road over-under, 44.5. I'm looking for a lot of scoring from the Eagles, so I'm going to take the Eagles minus 13.5. Sunday, no early games. They're all regular 1 o'clock games, and there's a lot of teams on the bye. I think there's 6 teams on the bye. My Giants are on the bye this week. You only got 2 4 o'clock games, I believe. Sunday, 1 o'clock, you got the Colts at the Patriots. The Colts are starting that rookie kid again. Going to have a tough time against Bill Belichick. I'm going to take the Pats at home, minus 5.5, over under 39.5. Sunday, Bills at the Jets. It's going to be a long day. I lost with the Bills last week by 0.5 point with the Packers. I'm going to win this week with the Bills. Bills at Jets, Bills minus 12.5. I'm taking those Bills minus those 12.5, over under 47.5. Sunday, 1 o'clock, you got the Dolphins. They just picked up some defensive line help in Chubb. I'm going to take the Dolphins. Bears traded everybody away. Quinn's gone, Smith is gone. They did pick up a wide receiver from Pittsburgh. Bears are in full rebuild mode. And they got a young quarterback, so they can start rebuilding. I'm going to take the Dolphins minus 5. Over under 43.5. Sunday, 1 o'clock, Packers at Lions. How the Packers have fallen. This is the Packers at Lions. Aaron Rodgers, the spot's a whopping 3.5. I'm going to go with the Packers. Even though they're not playing on all 8 cylinders anymore, the Lions traded away one of the big offensive weapons, their tight end, so they're kind of in a rebuild mode, even though they got an older quarterback. I'm going to go with the Packers against the Lions. Pack minus 3.5, over under 49.5. Sunday, the Vikings, the very surprising Vikings, are at the Washington Commanders. It looks like the Commanders are now going to be up for sale. Daniel Snyder's going to sell the team. You got to hit the reset button with the Commanders again. I'm going to take the Vikings to beat up the Commanders. The Vikings minus 3.5, over under 43.5. Sunday, 1 o'clock. The Panthers at the Bengals. I don't know what Bengal team's going to show up, but I'm sure it's going to be better than the Panthers. But P.J. Walker played pretty good last week. He almost won that game. If that guy doesn't pull off his helmet and get the penalty, it isn't a 48-yard extra point. Probably the kid makes it. But the Panthers eventually did lose last week. But XFL quarterback did okay. Actually, it's 2 XFL quarterbacks playing. You got Walker with the Panthers and Heineke with Washington. I'm going to take the Bengals, large spot, 7.5, over under 42.5. Sunday, 1 o'clock, Chargers at the Falcons. Man, the Falcons play just good enough to lose, don't they? They just hang in there and hang in there. I don't think they're going to hang in that well against the Chargers this week. I'm going to take the Chargers, minus 3, over under 49.5. Even though the Falcons did win last week, but they just played close. They should have lost again, but worked out for them. Sunday, 1 o'clock, Raiders at the Jaguars. It was a bad week for the Raiders last week. I'm not sure. They keep talking about the kid in Denver, the new coach getting canned in Denver. Josh Daniels got some heat on his chair. I'm going to take the Jaguars. I only did this twice, I think, in my entire career as a prognosticator, and it was last week and we lost. But I think the Jaguars are going to win this week. I'm going to take the Jags at home, plus 1.5, over under 47.5. 4 o'clock game. Like I said, there's only like 2 4 o'clock games, I think. I got the Seahawks at the Cards. Geno Smith. You know, Geno Smith's probably the comeback player of the year. Yeah, he's having a real good year. Maybe the Jets and the Giants were wrong about him. Maybe I was wrong about them. I've been joking about them for the last 8 weeks. This is week number 9. I'm going to take the Cards, but because I got more confidence in Kyler Murray than Geno Smith. I'm going to take the Cards -2, over/under 50.5. 4 o'clock game, the last of the 2 for the 4 o'clocks this week. Rams at Bucks. I don't know, Brady. Bucks don't look like a Brady team right now. Rams don't look like a Super Bowl team, but I have more confidence in the Rams than I do with the Bucks right now. I'm going to take the Rams +2.5, over/under 42.5. 8 o'clock game. Titans at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs coming off a bye. They're well rested. Yeah, the Titans are going to try to grind this out, but they're not going to have a lot of time to grind it out. They're going to have to start throwing that ball. I'm not sure if Tannehill is back yet. They might be going with the rookie again. I look for a lot of points in this. It's a big spot. It's 12.5. I'm taking the Chiefs -12.5, over/under 46.5. Monday night, the team I can never get right. We got the Ravens at my problem Saints. I'm going to go against the Saints again. I'm going to take the Ravens. They just picked up Smith, the linebacker from Chicago, so their defense is that much better. I'm going to take the Ravens -2.5, over/under 48.5. Bet smart. Enjoy the games. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.